Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look here again at Avalanche, double checking, kind of seeing where we're at here. That original cup and handle pattern is absolutely invalidated. Keep in mind we have double bottomed out, but the chart looks very similar to Bitcoin right now. So if Bitcoin does lose its $68,000, $67,000 bottom here, we will see Avalanche take a run for the downside. If that holds, I think AVAX has a good propensity to shift gears and return back. But I've drawn out this new descending trend line so we can kind of pay attention to that. I just kind of get perspective on where we're at in the overall sense. We're not in the clear completely just yet, but I don't think we're in dire straits either. Okay. Again, a lot of reasons why we probably shouldn't run for the hills just yet. Bitcoin's in decent shape so far at this point, and I think that we're looking good. So if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Not a financial advisor. If you want to become a better trader, CryptoCache.tech is a site. Link down below. I've got a trading academy, community, and signals group, so if you're curious about that, feel free to reach out. But we do have limited slots available. More opportunities will be available June 1st, so just keep that in mind. We do have maximum occupancy so far. All right, so before we get started here, we want to look at liquidation levels, kind of get a preface of what's going on here. So as we talked about yesterday, tons of liquidation at $39 even. So that level is going to get hit pretty hard when the price recovers. Is it going to recover right now instantly? I would say no, but I would also say that AVAX has a good chance of recovery because it's stuck in a range, and I'll explain more about that in a minute. But when we're looking at 36 to 36.30, that's that lower level liquidation. So we may see one more sweep down, just like with Bitcoin, it's got some liquidation down between 66 and 67,000. So if that happens, we'll see the same exact thing here for AVAX. So just know we have liquidation both at 39 and 37, and we're right there knocking on the door here. So a lot of times the price can sweep those lower levels. But if you look at this most recent time frame, we got a strong amount of control here. The point of control is about the current price action. So right about $37, we have the most amount of volume in the last few days worth of trading. So let's look at the daily, and work our way down. Let's clarify this here. So looking at, ever since we've been in this range of roughly $27 or more, we've seen the largest amount of support, which is based on a volume profile here, at about $36. So the point of control for AVAX is $36. That lets us know from a macro perspective, the price action is more likely to sustain itself now than go below this level. Okay, not to say it couldn't still, just keep in mind, we have a lot of support in this range. Most people have bought at $36 average. Yeah, that gives us, again, just a little bit of support there. However, we're right here treading water at 50 on the RSI, stochastic swinging down, and money flow index is above the price. Generally construed as a positive, but we're again treading water. Not fantastic by any stretch. Take a look at the moving averages on the daily too. We can recognize that we are tentatively below the 200 SMA, but above the 50 and the 20. The 50 and the 20 to me are more important as far as the initial trend, letting us know we're on the right side of tracks. Obviously, we want to be above the 200 because that's a very important moving average. But generally speaking, that's just an overall sentiment, not necessarily a support or resistance level. So me personally, this 0.5 level at about 36.50, that should be the lowest point which we go. We've seen the wick down 4 times now in the last week to that level. So it's trying to break through, but hasn't yet because we have some decent support there. But again, what do you mean, Cash? I thought you said that the more often you test the support level, the more likely it is to break. That's absolutely true. Exactly true. But Bitcoin does look like it wants to recover here, and if it does, and we maintain a range, then I think AVAX will recover too. So there's a lot of reasons. A lot of this is kind of under the bias that Bitcoin shouldn't drop much further. However, Bitcoin likes to get you to think one thing and do a whole another. Okay, so don't get super convinced that that is the case. This is just my opinion, and I feel that Bitcoin is maintaining a good range at its current point of control at 67,000. Right here, we can see we're under 50 on the RSI, generally construed as a bearish sign. MACD is now diverging, so we have a lot of reasons why the price action could continue lower too. So we got to be ready for it. Okay, get ready for the price to pull back a little bit further. It could actually absolutely happen. When we take a look at the hourly time frame, we can also recognize that the Ichimoku cloud is letting us know we're below the cloud. Lag and spans free and clear to the downside, and conversion lines below the baseline. These are all reasons why a long position is not appropriate at this exact time. Now, just so you have a long position open at this point, it's maybe a different story depending on your entry and how many entry targets you have. Me personally, with the long position we took with AVAX yesterday, I think we're still in decent shape considering the fact that it was It's designed to be kind of loose and open and a low risk play. So again, different strategies for different scenarios. But at this point here, we're holding this line here fairly strong. 36.50 should be the lowest point which we see the price action for AVAX. Again, pending Bitcoin doesn't go any lower. But if you look at this here, this would be a sign to consider more so a short on a short-term play than a long. In other words, generally speaking, what should happen here is the price should come up to this level at about 37.80 and essentially turn itself around based on the fact that it's hitting that descending trend line. Okay? That's generally what could happen here, once again, based on these short-term indicators. Is this a guarantee? No. The macro still looks decent, and the 4-hour time frame looks like it's trying to figure it out, where the hourly is like, I think I want to be bearish right now. Okay, so again, just a handful of different scenarios here, but generally speaking, we're not in a bullish situation on the smaller time frames, and that makes sense considering what just happened. So what are your thoughts? I'd love to hear it. Comment below. If you haven't already, like the video, of course. Join us over on Twitter, Telegram, Discord, now TikTok for shorts. So we'll look forward to seeing you on any one of those platforms. I deeply appreciate you. Thanks again so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.